Hello friends, welcome to a new episode of The Mind Maverick by Rosalind Bosco. Today I'm going to talk about an interesting topic, and that is whether the world is going to come to an end or whether the world is cracking down and all the old orders are crumbling to dust. So let me begin with the first thought, which is about pollution. So now the problem of pollution seems to have magnified 100-fold. And we are facing a climate crisis, and there are a lot of catastrophes happening all over the world: forest fires, earthquakes, tsunamis, and then snowstorms. So this pollution has magnified hundreds and thousands of times. So does this signify that the world is coming to an end, or it is breaking down? So when we examine this, we understand that it is not what is happening today, but it is something that has accumulated over hundreds and thousands of years, and now we are facing this crisis because of what we did to the earth for hundreds and thousands of years. So this is not an action which is the responsibility of only the present inhabitants of the earth. Then let's come to this idea of wars and poverty and all these things. These also seem to be aggravating and rising to an excruciating level. In ancient times, people glorified wars. There is literature in every language and every country of the world which glorifies war, which glorifies a person or soldier who kills in war as a war hero. So is this war? Now we are facing a war against two countries, Russia and Ukraine. And is it a responsibility of the current inhabitants of the earth, or do we need to change our whole outlook about war for hundreds and thousands of years? Even now, there are leaders in countries who are justifying their capacity to increase their nuclear arsenal, just saying that they need to protect themselves. So do we need to protect ourselves by increasing our nuclear arsenal, or do we need to put an end to war and weapons altogether? So this is a recent trend that we have noticed. And we have been noticing a lot of increase in epidemics and pandemics, which is also the result of overexploitation, using of pesticides and chemicals, and changing the nature of the earth. We have been facing rises in fuel prices, rises in labor price, rises in food prices. So long there was a lot of exploitation of our human resources as well as labor. We have been over-exploiting our fuel. We have been over-exploiting all our natural resources, and we have been underpaying our labor. We have been discriminating against women, and all these forces of exploitation against the earth, against labor force, against women are rising up to confront us, my dear friends. So instead of blaming everything, saying that the old order is breaking or crumbling, it is better to realize that this is the result of thousands of years of exploitation. And if there is a gun culture today, are we setting an example by increasing our nuclear capacities and our weapons? Or are we going to make sure that we do not become role models in something that is going to harm our earth? So, dear friends, I hope I made my message clear today. And the old order is not crumbling. Everything is rising to the forefront so that we re-examine our priorities. This is the age of shifting our consciousness. And that is why all these things are coming to the fore. So whether it's exploitation of the earth, or whether it's exploitation of our labor, or exploitation of our women, or gender discrimination, everything is rising to the fore so that we change our choices and we make better choices so that our children and our current generation are enabled to change the consciousness of this earth. So read my books on Amazon.com and Amazon.in. It's available on Amazon all over the world and on Notion Press. Read my book, Co-Create with Your Universe, God Has Our Backs, and the Brimstone Fallacy. The Co-Create with Your Universe tells you how you can create your own reality. It is you who create your reality. The Brimstone Fallacy is about how all religions can coexist, and God Has Our Backs is about how there is always a plan, a master plan, and no, it is not. It is always also it is predestined, and we live out that plan. So thank you for listening to me, my dear friends. This is Rosalind Bosco, the Mind Mavic, signing off today.